looky. Look, let me see. Repairing off does not stop. So don't stop. But you know what's unfortunate? Oh, Copenhagen. Fucking. What the hell? Copenhagen Flames are like turning up. What the fuck? Like they beat Astralis, but Astralis are kind of just basically sucking. So. They're probably not even gonna get to them. Well, they might, because they have to win the next 3, and they'll be facing back to back to back, like, the worst teams. But, I don't know. I'm not too, like, I figured, you know what I mean, that they probably would suck. But yeah, Copenhagen Flames, they just beat Big 16-11. But obviously, by the time they get to the point where they're playing, you know, good teams, so to speak, it's gonna, you know, they'll be figured out. Because they kind of got a little lucky, you know what I mean? Because they're not, haven't been, like, analyzed or anything, for the most part. Alright. Gotta get this going real quick. But yeah, I am in need. Forgive me, Marty! But, I actually do need, because I'm not 100% yet getting Vanguard, but I'm pretty close. You know what I mean? Because I found out today, they announced on Twitter that, Shadow Warrior 3 is going to be delayed until early next year. So the whole rest of the year, there's not going to be any games I'm going to want to buy. So the chances of me getting Vanguard just went up. Oh yeah, I made a funny thumbnail today that I'm about to put up, so y'all be ready for that. But I am looking for funny troll COD account names to change mine to. So it doesn't have to be Wings related, you know what I mean? But if it is, that's cool. But yeah. Maybe going with like a classic, like unlimited pizza or something. But I don't know how many spaces your COD account name is allowed. I think it was 16, but I could be wrong. I could. 16-year-old can make their own damn decisions. But I think I'd have to check. Because I did have it set to Cozy Troll, and then I can't remember, I changed it not that long ago. I can't remember what I changed it to, but I didn't even play Call of Duty after that. I just changed it. And they give you like 2, I'm not sure if it's 2 changes a month or, I don't know. It's something like that. But yeah, if anybody's got any suggestions, I'm taking all, you know what I mean? I mean, if nobody suggests one, it's not like it's the end of the world. I had to turn my TV down another notch real quick. I don't know, it was hilarious. It's funny when you have your mic on so everybody in the lobby can hear you, but you have the volume way down so you can't hear what anybody else is saying. Now that is the way to go about it. And it's funny. Because but the funniest part is that, if they have their settings set correctly, to be allowed to be recorded, when you save a clip, it'll have their voice in like normal volume. But I don't know. Well, we'll see, because, like I said, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get it or not. We'll see. I'll solidify it probably once, you know, the people that get it early to show it off and stuff. Everybody's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, if you follow anybody and they just like instantly suck off the new Call of Duty as soon as it comes out, no matter what, you should probably just unfollow them because it, you know, that's, you gotta, even if you follow big streamers, like if you're one of the people that do that, you should, you know, have a little self-respect at the very least. But yeah, last time, I don't remember if we put this on last time or not. We had it for a while though. But we farmed Durio a little bit. We got this sword, this belt. Oh yeah, and I cleared out and cleaned up our stash a little bit. Like, I moved that weapon that was specifically for a sorceress. I moved it onto a sorceress, and then the Amazon weapon, I moved that onto an Amazon, and I cleaned this up a little bit, you know what I mean, made it a little more aesthetically pleasing, I guess. So, yeah. Got rid of pretty much all the set piece stuff, I believe, outside of, like this belt, which I actually do need. Next time we level up, I should put. Actually, that needs 106. Shit. Well, I guess so. Whatever. But that's better defense and has all resistances plus 15, so it's pretty good. There's a reason I kept it. And then, I guess this is still over here, but and then I put the one thing in here, because maybe one day we'll complete the rune word, but, you know. But yeah, we have, like, the full Berserker set, and then the, you know what I mean, because this is like a full thing. You can have all this on, and all this on, and they're both level 3, you know what I mean, like when you're just starting out, you can just go on, stack the team up, you know what I mean? So, and I killed Duriel like what, 2 or maybe 3 times after, like later after I was done streaming. I didn't get anything from him, and he doesn't, like, that area and then him don't really give crazy XP, you know what I mean? Like, Mephisto is really probably the best one, but, and I did, as you see, I got a few of the checkpoints, so, but I'm gonna try to do this, but sometimes it's kind of annoying to find it, but and I don't remember back here, is it the different area right away or not? Because I don't look for the Gibbon or anything, or whatever they call it. But yeah, if nobody gives a good suggestion, I'll probably just go with something Wingo related. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, so this is still the Flare jungle, so. I guess we'll just go this way. I like how it's like, sometimes it auto locks on. Your character will automatically move. But think we have that, yeah, we have the ethereal thing on this guy. Because, it, duplicated, so. And he doesn't, because since he's a mage, he doesn't actually ever use the sword, but I just have this on here because it reduces the magic damage he takes by 12, so I figure that might, you know what I mean? Like, out of all the weapons we have, that's really the one that's gonna help him out the most, so. And I guess I might as well just, because I put a video up on it, but you never know. We'll be doing a rewatch of the old WRTP Halloween stream on Halloween. I haven't, sorry, I got a little bit of a cold, but I haven't, solidified what time that's gonna be, but it's probably gonna be early afternoon. You know what I mean? Because it's a Sunday, and, like, I'm probably not gonna have, you know, anything to do early afternoon, so that will probably likely be the best time. And when I say early afternoon, I mean, well, because I'm probably actually going to eat, like, my food during the stream, too. You know what I mean? And I might, you know, play some Diablo during it, but I won't have the volume for the game on. I'll just have, you know what I mean? And I'll probably just let the stream play, like, even if I have to get up and go to the bathroom or anything. But, like, it's going to be an actual, like, reaction, education, you know. Educating people on the WRTP facts. Big facts. But, you know, just give a little commentary, you know, on it and everything. And depending, well, like, if it pops off for some reason, which I doubt it will, but if it did, I would definitely start doing WRTP LP watches and commentaries more often, but I want to still do them sometimes too, even if it doesn't pop off. But, you know, it won't be super frequent or anything. I mean, it might be, you know what I mean? Because, as you all know, I just do stuff whenever I want to. You know what I mean? I'm not like these people that try to, like, play the newest games for views or, you know, listen to what people want them to do. So, there's only people that do that are just basically what you could call a fake streamer, where it's obvious they're just trying to do it for money and they don't want to actually have to get a quote real job. I know people say, like, oh, it's such a hard job. Like, no, it's not. Even if you're putting in, like, the only reason streaming would be hard is if you are putting on a fake personality. Like, Deck Disrespect, who said that? But, you know what I mean? So, like, it's only hard if you're being fake. That's what he said, got him! But, you know. Not sure where I'm going right now, I'm just kind of like wandering around. I'm not really, because the reward for that mission isn't anything crazy. I think it's just like a ring and then a free follower if you don't have one. So, these guys have been battle to the death with a fucking shaman. But yeah, I mean, and according to Wings, apparently I was right when I said there's no like actual market in this game. You just have to like find people that want to peer-to-peer trade, kind of like in Borderlands. You know what I mean? I do find it kind of stupid though, because yeah, like people are like, oh yeah, you gotta trade runes and stuff to be like. That's why games like this need, like if you're gonna have trading, you need to have an actual auction house. And it has to be currency only, not like in-game items and stuff. Because that's what ruined Path of Exile. Because there was an auction house, but it just required, like, if you wanted anything, you had to like farm the rarest things in the game, like the certain orbs or whatever. And the orbs didn't even like do anything relevant. It's just like the random super rare thing that became the currency of the game, which people don't understand that just because you had to put like you make something really rare and you have to put a lot of time into it. You know what I mean? The reward you're trading for has to be worth it, you know what I mean? So if you're like something that has a ridiculously low drop rate that I never even got one of the entire playthrough of Path of Exile with like any character ever. Like you can't just make something like 500 of those and then like it's barely an upgrade to what you have, so it's like there's no actual incentive there, you know what I mean? Like in order for the grind to be worth it, quote, worth it, it has to actually be a good improvement, you know what I mean? This game's actually kind of good about that. But like some of this stuff, like the rune work stuff, I don't really think that's balanced. Because I mean, they're really good, but they're not like so good where it's like, it's kind of worth farming for it. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like, oh, maybe one day I'll get one. If not, it doesn't matter. But yeah, a lot of games just don't understand that pixels on a screen are not worth as much as you think it is. Especially time-wise, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess to be fair, it's kind of subjective because, like, how much is your time worth, you know what I mean? Like, are you willing to waste 1,000 hours to get pixels on a screen? But, you know. Because that's what games back in the... Well, some today do that too, but not as much. Like, it takes forever to level up and stuff. Like, this game is kind of a happy medium until you get, like, way up in the high 90s, level-wise. Because apparently, like, according to Wings, it takes fucking, like, 150 hours of ball runs on hell mode with 8 people in your game doing it as efficiently as possible to get from 98 to 99. And it's like, it's not like the reward you get for getting the 99 isn't worth it, you know what I mean? I guess if you're going for the trophy or the plat trophy, you're like, oh, but in the grand scheme of things, nah, like, because to me, trophies like that, if you want me to go for it, there has to be an actual in-game reward as well, you know what I mean? Like a crazy rare weapon, you know what I mean? That's something that, you know what I mean? Like the ultimate weapon that you can't get anywhere else, you have to get it to 99 and it's different for each class. You know what I mean? And it's not tradable. Good evening. But, pretty sure it's not. You know, like, that's a small little thing they could have added to the game, you know what I mean? But I'm not, really worried about that. Let's combine these real quick. I'm not gonna lie, like, overall, I feel like, oh yeah, I forgot. I feel like tall runes are the most common you can get to drop, if you ask. Wait. Never mind, these look a little similar. I was bamboozled for a second. But, alright, let me go. It's over here real quick. What kind of skull is this? Regular skull, right? Yeah. Your skull, flawless skull, regular. Alrighty. Yeah, the game, they should have had, like, more recipes, you know what I mean? Because, like, there's all these skulls and... Or wait, do we have... Okay. The flawless and normal skulls are kind of a little difficult to tell apart sometimes. But... Alright. There's that. I guess I'll put this back in here for now. But, yeah, I don't know. Alright, still looking for the Gibden. Yeah, oh, I wonder if I just remembered that. I wonder if he ever came out with the Borderlands 3 Gib editor. Y'all remember that when the guy's like, oh yeah, I'm working on it, blah blah blah, and he literally scammed people. I don't know if it was on Patreon or I don't know, something like that. We can donate to people, and he got a bunch of money to make it, the Borderlands 3 Gib editor, and he never did. He scammed so many people out of money. I don't know. He might have. Like, don't quote me on that because he might have did it by now, but. I don't know, I never heard anything about it, so I don't know. The only thing that could have been interesting for is if you could somehow override the game's 15% limit for the badass rank stats or whatever you want to call it. Because if you couldn't do that, then you know what I mean. It doesn't matter if you like modded your tokens, you couldn't ever go over 15%. That's what kind of, like, for me, that's basically what killed the game. Because you could have, I had some modded saves, you know what I mean? I did all, like, that gold chest opening with the modded keys and stuff, but there was no real incentive. Like, the guns in the game, like, they'd be like, oh yeah, there's a big variety, but not really, you know what I mean? Like, there was more variety in the first game. And more of the guns are actually usable. But since Borderlands 2, there's always been, like, only a small handful of guns that actually work good. You know what I mean? Back in Borderlands 1, you could basically use kinda whatever. But alright, so we're looking for the Gibden stuff. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what I'll use for the name, but is this what? Wait, was this? I don't know. I really don't even remember. If we came down this way, I mean, the map is there, but I don't know, dude. Is this? I don't think this was the checkpoint, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Or is this just another way from the other areas? Maybe. Let's it's over that way to the right real quick. But yeah, they really should like add a, you know how, it's right there. You know how, Path of Exile has like their seasons and events and stuff? They should just add special events to this game. If you ask me. So wait, did we do that? Look for the gibbon. We just lit it. The track is always lit. Oh. Huh? I thought that was just lighting this thing. Maybe I'm... What was the point of that fire then? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, might as well do this. To get the inner part, I don't want you to take his stuff. Like, I can't even fucking... They need to, like, make it so the enemies stay far away. Like, they can still hit you, but far enough away so I can see my character. You know what I mean? Our follower just died. I'm not gonna revive him. It's kind of weird how, like, randomly he'll just get owned for no reason. Of course, our character gets frozen. Can't even see my character. My character is like, is he even attacking? I can't tell. I had to waste potions because the game can't just show me my character. You know what I mean? Now we're way down on potions because of the game's fault. Yeah, those enemies need, like, but it's not balanced around everything else. And the whole ice mechanic kind of needs, you know what I mean? Like, I should just slow your movement, and then if you get it on you for a certain amount of time, it should make it so you can't move, but your attack speed shouldn't be changed. In my opinion. So it seemed kind of just random how much it changes it. Like, see how we just melt through all these and then all of a sudden those enemies are just, you know what I mean? It's just obvious that they didn't actually really balance anything. But, and they just all you know what I mean? Like, enemies shouldn't be able to layer on themselves. You know what I mean? Like, if I can't walk through enemy hitboxes, they shouldn't be allowed to layer like that. They should be forced to spread out and come at me in a conga line. Like, oh, you know what I mean? There should be none of this. They could all just layer on each other. But, of course, if the game did that, it would make the game even easier than it already is. I understand why they didn't do that. But yeah, I always found that kind of weird in games where, like, randomly there's an enemy that, it's not even different from any of the other ones. Like, it's not a super looking enemy or anything. It's just randomly gonna do more damage. You know. This game doesn't really explain damage types or anything. Like, in theory, I should be able to back up in the doorway right here. They shouldn't really be able to mob me that much. And of course, I'm really pushing back up, though. You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell what my character is doing. my character like bugs out. It's like instead of continuously attacking, he'll like bug out and just like stop attacking for a second for no reason. Well, it's not no reason. The game, you know, it's got to create some fake difficulty somehow. Alright, so we need 2 more points into fanaticism, and we'll be good. I just put a few points into this for now, you know what I mean? Because we need 106 for whatever that Gucci belt. So. But yeah, there's not really, I haven't watched any of the CSGO major yet, because there's not, you know what I mean? It's not really that interesting yet, you know what I mean? It's like, what? The only interesting thing is like, oh, Strauss might not make it through, but like, everybody knew that it'd be bad anyway, so. But, I mean, they can still make it through. They just gotta win a best of 1 versus 3 of what should be like the worst teams possible. But in the entire major. But. I haven't really like fully tested, but it feels like with these enemies you can kind of run by them better than other ones, but I don't know. Let me repair this real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot. I mixed it up with Act 2. The repair guy for this one is over here. Much like, this area should have been condensed a little more, in my opinion. And that made you walk all the, you know what I mean? At least put the NPCs you gotta go to kind of frequently closer. Alright. Stack the gold in there. Gonna go back online, stack a team up. Jokes on the trolls, I'm going back online, stacking the team up. I'm not gonna lie, it would be kind of funny to have like actual Call of Duty trolls, you know what I mean, that would try to troll me in the game and stuff, but obviously that's never gonna happen. So. What the heck? He's like glitched out. He's glitched. But I don't know, maybe down this way is the way to go. Alright. But yeah, there's no reason to keep reviving our follower, you know what I mean? Because, oh, like, he's pretty good most of the time, but then certain times he'll just... Because I know you can heal him. I figured out the button for that. Just left trigger and then... You have to hold left trigger and then use a potion. But... Because when people were talking, I thought it was like a ability. Like a default secret ability or some shit, but nah, you just use a potion. Alright, see what this Grand Charm is. Max damage, nope. Need way more than +2 for that. For me to ever want to keep one of those, because as of right now, I basically only keep ones that up your resistance levels, so. Like, what the, like, they need to make the map better because a lot of these areas, you can't tell if you can go through or not. You know what I mean? But, well, let's, go, but, this is one annoying part of the game where you gotta lean forward to see the fucking map. The baskets. Alright. A basket of truth. I don't know. Like, one thing we kind of need though is some gear that has really good health regen on hit. Nice. But, I don't know. Jewel, not wasting my time. He's not a Jew. To the office, please. Go to the office. What did I do? The office. What did I do? See, like right here, you can't really tell where the hell to fucking go. Alright. Chip Sapphire. Alright. Grab the brain. Pinky in the brain. Alright. I actually never watched that show, really. Wasn't allowed. Unfortunately. But, you know. And I might farm like those things you gotta kill before you go through Mephisto's portal. The portal. So, we'll see. Oh wait, we got a chip. Hold up. That means... like, honestly, chip topaz is like the rarest... thing, to be honest with you. Alright. Oh, we got... alright. I gotta look up, because I doubt that was... yeah, I don't know what the... emerald is. 1 second. I don't know if we have it anyway, but... Shipped amethyst. Alright. Alright. I guess I could move a couple of those purples back over, but as of right now, I'm not, you know what I mean. Not gonna really worry about that right now. Oh, I guess we only got one of these, so we can set this here. Only got one of these, and only one of these. So like the single ones, you know. Well, might as well, because I'm not going to use these, so I might as well scooch these over and drop these in here. Alright. 1 second. Exit out of this. Let me see. I'm checking the durability. Oh, wait. The sewer is under the bazaar, alright, but we gotta do this first. Wait, did it give us something? What the fuck was that from? That's actually not too bad. You know what I just realized? She's probably gonna, like... hello. Give us a follower and kind of screw us over.
Now that fewer of the iron...
maybe not. Alright, because I was wondering, you know what I mean? Because you get a free follower for that mission. but I don't know if it was gonna, you know, auto replace if you had one, but it was dead. But yeah, our inventory is looking nice and clean, so we need to go to the bazaar now. So, I guess we could do that, but that's a waste. You know what I mean? Like, we're like, oh, it's XP, but there's not any, like, legit incentive, I guess, because the XP for that area, you know what I mean? There's no reason to, like, grind XP anywhere that's not a boss, you know? But yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. Yeah, as of right now, this is gonna be pretty much our main and only characters I'm gonna use. Pretty much. I mean, I might, you know, eventually swap over to the sorceress and try her out a little more, but we'll see. Because basically, this game comes down to you either pick a magic user or a melee user, and that's really the only things in the game. You know what I mean? So. Because you basically just make a sorceress and then make a paladin, and then you have I mean, you could also make a like, I was thinking maybe in regards to the necromancer, maybe one day in the future I'll look up how to do a starting summoner build and I'll make a new necromancer. You know what I mean? Because basically you just need a paladin, a necromancer, and a sorceress, and then you've experienced the entire game pretty much. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to actually do that or not, but I will most likely eventually actually play a sorceress. And I deleted the one we had and made a new one and put that weapon on him, so, or her. See how these enemies are surrounding us and doing like no damage at all? Yet those one other enemies will like stacking a team up, you know, like destroying us. But just goes to show that they didn't really, there wasn't really any effort into balancing the game out put in. Enemy wise, we just decide to, oh, randomly here and there there'll be giga enemies that will wreck your soul. Oh, okay. Yeah, lower Curast. I don't think. I think there's like a extra dungeon in this area or something, but Doom. I didn't know Ape joined Doom. The
I am overburdened. I can't
Super Smash Bros. Player. I think that's right. Right? There's a Super Smash Bros. Pro named Ape. I think. Maybe that's a different game. I don't know, there's some esport where there's a, you know what I mean, guy whose name is Ape, and I'm pretty sure he's white, so, you know. His name isn't self-inflicted racism, lol. I don't know. Now that I said that, somebody's gonna make that term up. We're like, self-inflicted racism. Just like with the term pseudo-intellectual, and like, I still take full credit for starting that, because I never saw a single person ever use the term ever. And then all of a sudden, after I started using it, everybody was. But obviously, I have no proof that it was actually me, but you know. I take credit for that. Oh man. But yeah, that was mostly like on Twitter and shit, you know what I mean? Because nowadays, Twitter, like, after I got banned for the second time off Twitter, there's no, you know what I mean? There's no reason to waste your time going back, because all it really is, like, it's basically just for virtue signaling nowadays, more or less. Like, when it comes to anything economic or political related, you know what I mean? Like, obviously there's sports stuff and MMA stuff on there and stuff. I mean, that is a sport, but, you know, you can label golf a sport. The most damn near boring shit ever. I'm sure you can call jacking off a sport.
I am overburdened.
That shit. Even though it turned out to be a pedophile, that should, you know, be taken care of, so to speak. That's kind of funny stuff. You know what I mean?
I can't carry anymore.
Like, somebody can be the most evil person ever, but if they make a funny joke, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, if it's funny, you know? Because you just separate it from who said it, if that makes sense. So. But most, like, a lot of emotional people, which is a lot of people nowadays, you can't, I mean, it's always been that way, but, you know, the internet just makes it more prominent. So. Like, why is there, it looks like you can walk, you know what I mean, there's like a whole open area right there, but
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, the bazaar, so we're looking for, I don't even remember, the sewers. Alright, going to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Speaking of that, though, if y'all have never seen the parody voiceover called, well, Jaeger Turtles, lol, but you know. It's pretty hilarious. I assume it's probably still on YouTube, but I'm not sure, because I haven't watched it in several years at this point. But I remember first five. Well, I won't lie, it does fall off after a few episodes, because it gets pretty repetitive. But, like, basically after the part in the junkyard, it kind of starts to fall off a lot. See, it's parts like that where your character just randomly starts taking a lot of damage for no legit reason. But I don't know. Yeah, how off? Like, really? Alright. 50 minutes? Alright, I had to check how long we have been going. Like, see how I just randomly get hit by one tiny enemy and go from max health to 522? Well, I don't know if we were all the way at max, to be honest, but that just shows that the game doesn't actually calculate damage based off the enemy. It just randomly chooses if it wants you to, you know, take a percentage. Like, I'm sure the enemy attacks are based off percents. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, this enemy hit you, so you're taking, you know, 35% of your health from one hit, you know? It's not based off an actual number, so it doesn't actually matter how much health you have. It's just a percentage. Now, not every enemy does that, but like those little ones, it's pretty obvious. But it's pretty obvious when like none of these other enemies hit you at all, or for anything, and then all of a sudden one little dinky enemy comes along and it's like, oh, just, you know, makes it look like you have a, like, look at that. It's like, for no reason, I'm taking almost fucking died. It is one of those things where, like I have said before, where games realize that you haven't died in a long time, so they try to, you know, up the ante to try and cheat your character. It's always blatantly obvious. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty. Like you watch Marksman play, and it always puts all the retards on his team. But, I mean, if we're being honest, Marksman is not as good as he thinks he is in Search and Destroy, but like he's still good. But you know what I mean? There's a lot of basic FPS knowledge that he doesn't utilize, especially the, you know, don't fucking sprint around the corner or any corners or anything. But especially if you don't know where the enemy is. But alrighty, there's that. We gotta keep going on though. Because I think this is it 2? I don't know. But yeah, this area is annoying because it doesn't light up properly. So it's just like you can't even tell where to go. Pretty much. It's like I should just be able to. Yeah, this is the beginning again. So I guess I should check. Well, can you even check right here? Yeah. Alright, just in case that was. Because the sewer, you have to like find the thing and like drain the sewer, and then you can go down to the next level. Oh wait, no, that's a lie. That's how you get to Upper Kurzak or whatever. But there's also the actual rest of the sewer. You know? And look at all these enemies, didn't even hit me once, so that just goes to show how the game's trying to cheese really, really, really hard. But, and I guess, whatever. I go, so there's that. But, we still have to find the actual... Like, do you see how much damage that one enemy just did? Can you please fix your game, developers? Like, that is... Like, you saw right there, that's proof that I'm correct. On the whole, the game just is desperately trying to cheat you. That's one reason I really... probably wouldn't want to do hardcore, because the game is just going to try really, 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 really hard to kill your character. Unless you spend hours and hours and hours and hours farming, and you're like 30 levels ahead of the area. But alright. And see, these are the super ones, but they're not even, like, whatever, dude. Not really worried about that.
I am overburdened.
You think they were like the game really should have a slot for, you know, mission stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna try to go down here and get the high Kurast checkpoint right quick. Hopefully our weapon doesn't fuck up before that, but I'm sure it will. If I remember correctly, this one is usually in the top left. we'll see. But I think I might get off after I grab this checkpoint. I know we didn't play... Oh wait, no, that's not... I thought that said upper on the door. Maybe I didn't pay... I don't know. Maybe I went in the wrong one. I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get off, even though we've only been going for like... see, look at this random... It's like glitched out. I'm like, that's... You know what I mean? This random glitch where my character isn't hitting, even though it's supposed to be, you know? Like, look at that. Oh, I just noticed our... Oh, okay. I didn't notice the weapon ran, like, that runs out really quick once it gets to yellow. Like, what's the point? Alright. At least it doesn't fucking break. And like, oh, it's gone forever. Like, really? Alright. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get off for now, so... Put this in the box real quick. Like that's... What rapper was that made that box fucking song? I don't even know. All I remember is fucking Skimbo's lurk account was I'ma get lazy. Reference to the song. Alrighty. Now I believe we just need the flail. So we go doing ding ding. Alright. I guess I probably should put it here, but whatever. Drop off our gold. We should be good. So. But yeah,
Yes.
see, I never understood, like, what is this for? Because I thought, like, you would use this to portal into, like, the boss or the next area, but it's just a weird, random thing that's there you never interact with. But yeah, next time we will well, I don't know, I might do this offline, we'll see, but because I'm gonna farm the High Council just a little bit, you know what I mean? Because we're level 56, so because we want to be 75 before hell mode. So that means, you know, we need 19 more levels. We're in Act 3. So, you know what I mean? Like, by the time we leave Act 3, it would be nice to be, like, level 60 at least. But I might go. It depends how crazy the Mephisto farm is. We'll see. Because this build is basically made for farming bosses. You know what I mean? That's why you see, like, when there's mobs and stuff, that's really the only time we take any relevant damage. But at the end of the day, you're trying to build your character for the, Pandemonium event, which I may or may not ever even do, but I mean, if I do it, it'll probably only be one time, because you gotta farm all those keys and shit. So, it is what it is. I'm gonna get off, though, for now, even though we've only been on a little bit. But shout out, where do we go? Anybody else has stopped in?